Hello everyone, welcome back to Cities Skylines. We are here in Youtubia, our city that we've been building for quite some time. I just noticed it's year 2047 in the game. I think it started in 2015, didn't it? I don't recall. But I thought maybe we'd just take a quick look, put the game on pause, take a quick peek at what we've done. Between the last recording and now, I did just kind of fill this area in real quick. Nothing much, just a few residential and a little bit of office space over there. So yeah, look at that. That's our newest area, Buena Heights. We got the trash islands. New trash island. We got I like these. I think these are some of my favorites. Look at all these people walking by. We got the big metropolitan area. Got a little bit of suburbs here yet. A little bit of suburbs here next to some big cities. Got the mountain town. The new Manhattan spot. I think that's supposed to be... Maybe those are switched. I don't remember. I don't know. I always mean to look that up to spell it right, but then I don't, so... We never named this area, did we? Nice big industrial zone. So yeah, the city's pretty much perfect, you know? Nothing really bad's going on. It's just nice and... Just nice, you know? It's going good. Got some nice traffic over here. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people at the bus stop, isn't there? Take a peek here. Ooh, a lot of people in the subway, too. It's a busy subway junction. 13,000, almost 600 people riding the subway. About 1150 riding the bus every week. Over 500 doing the little trains. I like the trains, too. Not many people use the trains, though. Yeah. Pretty nice, huh? Pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Got the Eiffel Tower sitting there. Yeah. Wait, what's this? Uh-oh. What's going on over in the corner here? Looks like... Wow, look at that ship. That poor ship is just out of control. What is going on here? Is this the end of the city? I think it might be. I think this is the massive wall of water I was talking about. Remember that I've been saying this whole time that tsunami's coming? This is the tsunami mod right here. I paused it right after I built it. So once I hit spacebar to unpause the game, the flood will begin. After Dark is coming out. That's the first big expansion DLC for the game. It's going to add a whole bunch of new stuff. So I figured we'll do a whole new series. So... When I started this, I said I would destroy the city when I'm done. Why don't we... We'll just fill this in real quick. Oops. Just to give it more to destroy. There we go. So this is how it works. Basically with this mod, you'll hold left shift and the right mouse button, and then it creates this massive torrent of water. And then this game has the dynamic water feature, which I think is really cool. That ship is stuck, isn't it? He doesn't know. I can't even click on it. Click on that ship almost. 30 people going up that wave. Oh, there he goes. Ship just plops over that. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens now. Obviously, this is a very big city. I think that might be too far away. And it's a little choppy. There's a lot going on here, I think. But yeah, we're going to see what happens when we just flood everything. Here it goes. First stop is going to be the cargo harbor. Now, you see that little red box with the little water over the house? That means water is flooding it, and it's crazy. Buildings will stop working when they get flooded. If it's something like the incinerator plant here, something that won't go abandoned, what it will do is just stop working. It won't work. If it's a building that can be abandoned, like this spot coming up here, it'll flood for a while, and then eventually it will go abandoned. So we see it's not operating. We're not making money on it. No taxes there. Traffic also stops. Obviously, they can't really drive in the water here. Man, these people have no idea. Oh, he's getting out. He got out. He's trying to escape. He knows what's coming. It is very deep water, too. Look at that. All the birds squawking. Bad time to start building, isn't it? See, if it's white like that, that means it's flooding, but it's not terrible yet. Now it's terrible. There it goes. So this is the first set of victims right here. And you see it just keeps coming and coming. 'Cause I made that really big. See, it's still kind of coming down. Oh, and it's hard because it's the corner right there. But yeah, that's a big wall of water we made. And now we're coming to the highway. This is where... Oh, look at that. They're already rebuilding. Huh. That didn't affect them too much, did it? But now the highway's coming up. Oh, they freaked out. Look at that. Everyone's freaking out. And here it comes. Wave after wave. I'm surprised that's still there. That really should go away soon. But I think because of the way the land is, I think this is kind of higher up a little bit. Now we're flooding like the big, you know, the actual city part, not the industrial pollution part. This is where all the people live and work. Well, I guess they work over there too, but the offices, the commercial, the residential. Here it comes. So now everyone's cut off. They can't go on that highway. They're stuck. And as you can see, the land does kind of block it a bit. Like this, like these people are barely getting anything, but because it's so high up like that, the water just can't get up. So, why don't we do another one? I'll show you what it looks like when it's actually being made. Should we do one up here, maybe? Because we can do it off the map, too. So, as you can see, there's building up. And because our city's so big and because there's so much going on with, you know, processing all of this stuff, it does go a little slow. It's going a little slower than usual. A little choppy, maybe. But let's see what happens when we build one right up top here. Way high up. Maybe we won't make it as big as the other one. We'll make this one a little smaller. And now's a good time to fly away, isn't it? These planes should get out of here. Now a lot of this is going to spill over and go in the back of the mountain. See it going already? That should be good, right? A lot of the backside is going to float on here, but let's see what happens here. I don't know if I've done one that high up before. Let's see. See, and then it kind of washes back. Like once it goes as far as it... Oh, that part's gone. So now there's a big crater there. So it's going to start filling in. And as you can see, services can't get here. So this is going to just pile up with garbage. And because the water's probably going to flow back this way when it dumps back in the ocean, these will probably go abandoned soon. That's... I don't know why they're building now. It's a bad time to build. Trash Island's okay. Oh, our small Long Island's getting hit pretty hard. How's over here looking? This looks bizarre, doesn't it? It's just kind of following the lay of the land. 43 people coming to town. 32 leaving. It's a good time to leave. As you can see, because those buildings are breaking, they're not working right, we're losing a lot of people and a lot of money. We're going to go bankrupt probably. But the water's about... I was crossing the midway point now. It's starting to flood. If it hits the power plant and it goes, if it goes over the power plant, the water wall, it will stop making power. And because I think we just have one power plant, that's gonna screw up the whole city. Where is the power plant, by the way? Here it is. Okay. So it is possible to get water above that little ball spinning, and that's when the power plant dies, which shuts off till the water goes away. But you'll see highway traffic get reduced because it just can't go anywhere. See, they're all kind of stuck. They're sneaking along whenever there's a break in the water. See those little breaks in the water there? But we got, oh, that looks kind of crazy, doesn't it? Just flowing down the mountain is all. It's gonna, oh, I wonder if it's gonna hit maybe the industrial zone. I think this little mini mountain range might protect new spelled wrong Manhattan. Oh, that's still pretty big. It's gonna screw up this too. These two waterfronts are gonna collide. But as you can see, it does die out. See how it's just kind of, it's not that huge wall anymore. It's just kind of that little puddle. And here comes the abandoned. Because see, police can't get here. They can't pick up the bodies. Everything is just a disaster. So that's another reason why a lot of these buildings go abandoned. It's not necessarily the water. It's the services get cut off. Oh, look at that. Mini Island is just completely gone. Just the top of the power antenna sticking out. Trash Island is okay. It can't, the trucks can't get off of it and can't get back on. But it's not flooded, really. I mean, there's a little bit here, but if it could get off the island, it maybe will cheat. Not cheat, but oh, look at that. So these people are lucky. They're going to get their trash services still. We'll destroy this bridge. We'll say it was washed away. Leave a little remains. See, oh, there goes Mini Island. They're just giving up. Okay, let's check on this. Oh, there we go. There's that massive wall. See, this is from the first one. But it's, I guess it's still possible for some of the cars to get by, so it's kind of recovering. But you see, we lost about 40,000 people or so. Yeah, see, now they're getting pissed. All these abandoned houses and whatnot. Oh, it's going to hit New Manhattan soon. But you see how tall that wall can get. It's just, oh, is it going to go over the building? Is it going to do it? Oh, so close. The helicopter pad was safe. Okay, here's, oh, see, it did block it a little bit. This side is probably going to get messed up. And, oh, look at that. All of the industries is not going to make it. Look how tall that wave is, though. Still coming down. I don't know why, but it makes a little bit of pollution when it does that. I don't really understand that, but you can see the after effect. It just messes everything up. I don't know why it's doing that. That must be about the show or something. Because there's still power. We got power still. We're down. Man, we're down a lot. 56,000 or so. I think we were about 1 or 107. I don't remember. We had over 100,000 at least, and now we're down to 40,800. This is 39. Okay, look at that. Because now it's hitting. Okay, it hit all of New Manhattan. It completely. Oh, look at that. There's completely underwater. That's not coming back soon. I don't think. I think there's more. There's a few abandoned buildings you might want to destroy. It says. Oh, this is so sad. In case you're wondering, I'm not going to save it after this. It'll still be as it was before I destroyed it. So if we do ever want to come back someday, we can come back to this and look at it. But over here, look at this. This is already... And they need people. People can't get here to do work. But it's somewhat normal over here again. At least for now, till the second wave comes. These guys might be okay. There's a few abandoned buildings, but these guys might be okay. We're down to 19,000 people, though. We're really... Yeah, see, they can't get the... Can't get the morgue. Morgue can't come and get the people. They're protected. They're probably not going to get abandoned. I think they're just too high up. It looks like the water is just kind of getting trapped because of that mountain. I really thought it would protect it, but it's kind of acting like a, I guess, a bowl keeping it in. Get an overhead view here. Oh, this is starting to recover too. This was pretty bad. But we got the little bit of corner here, so now it's just going to run back into the ocean. It's going to take it a while. But as you can see, if you do flood this like with a dam or something, and you get a permanent flooding area, like a floodplain, the grass will die. As you can kind of see, like here, how the grass kind of died, how it's starting to kind of come back. And eventually, if the water does get trapped, oh, and the trees die too, look at this. Kind of turning brown. I think it might be kind of stuck here too, but if it does get stuck, like I think this probably will, at least some of it, eventually it will go away. It will slowly soak back into the ground, so you're not screwed forever if you do want to try to recover from this. But look, oh, we're gaining people again. It looks like the worst is over, and we have a plane coming, do we? Nope, they're going to Canville. Now see, this is more of a full flight. That has 143 people out of 200. Whereas we'd get like 40 people out of... Oh, it's landing. Look at this. I guess it didn't want to. It disappeared. It doesn't know what it wants. Because the airport is pretty flooded yet. It's going to take a long time to fix this. But it is starting to recede. We are starting to get people back. And we're out of money. We're just going to... You can't hit reject and not take the bailout. But what'll happen is every, like, 5 minutes, it's going to pop back up again. So for this, we're just going to hit accept. Again, we're not going to save it. But normally, you'd lose your achievements and all that. And as you can see, we're already screwed. We're losing $400,000 a tick. So... And this will affect your city even if it's outside the boundaries. Like, let's say our city was fine, but the water was past here. If it's blocking the highways and the trains, you won't get that traffic in. You won't get the trains coming. You won't get the people in the cars driving by. They could come from this side still. Once this goes away, they could come back. But I think this is pretty flat. It's pretty level. There's not a whole lot of hills or anything, so this might stay a while for this area. New Manhattan starting to recover a bit. They're coming back. Look at this. We're back up to 18,900. Also, you know, they won't use the pedestrian pass if it's flooded. They won't use the buses. So you can see... And these people were fine. It's just they can't get what they need. They can't get the services, so... Like the trash up here, they're screwed. And it's dumping right back to the ocean. You can kind of see there's still ripple effects. And it can screw up a bit with the currents too. So this is a bad event. And we're already losing 2.5 million. See, our city was built before this happened for 100,000 people plus. So we had this mass infrastructure. Now we only have 20,000 people. That's why we're in such massive debt. What did that tweet say? Or that chirp? Oh, yeah, garbage. What did that one say? Oh, they're still getting high at least. That's good. Smoke some doobies to forget the disaster that they're going through. It's a little slow loading. That plane's freaking out. This is a hard hit area. You can see it's still underwater. Oh, there's cops driving in the flooded parts of town, though. It's a pretty city, isn't it? There's that little graphic thing there. But this could recover. You could recover from this, maybe. How did we win the most attractive city award when our city is like a fifth of what it used to be? But you can kind of see it's drying out now a little bit. Water's starting to dissipate. Kind of see it better when you zoom out. There you go. This is going to be a lake for a long time, I think. That's not going away soon, I don't believe. But they do have their tunnels. They can escape. The few who survived. We got trains, too, even. Are people using them? Couple guys. Couple ladies. They are using the trains. Okay, so we are starting to come back a little bit. We do got up, we're up to 23 almost, 23,000 people again. Also, the thing is, if you start deleting buildings, oh, the Vero building, look at that. I think that's how you say that. They're kicking it still. If you delete the buildings, it will screw up the power grid. I see there's still electricity running to them, they're just abandoned at the moment. Yeah, there's abandoned building. I see it kind of bounces back too, like it bounces off the things and comes back in waves. Yeah, this is a huge lake yet. I think this is drying out, this area. Still a bit of water down there. Oh, there's a little bit of water there. You can barely see. You gotta zoom out, I think, to see it. You see it over here. A little bit. And of course, this is all back to normal. That's fine. Doesn't like nothing happened. But yeah, this part of the highway screwed up, so people can't come in from this part of town. Looks like they are coming from here though, but they have to stop at New Manhattan and then drive across. Take the tunnel. No one's taking the footpath on this side. Mainly just buses, hearses, and cops. A few sports cars, a few pedestrians. But we started with about this much money. And now we're down to negative 6.6 million. We're down to losing 320,000 units, so we're making about $100,000 more than we did. But as you can see, this will screw up your city. This will kill it. But you can recover from this. You can survive. You can live on. It would just take forever to bulldoze all of these buildings, wouldn't it? And as you can see, like the trees are coming back alive. The grass will grow back once the water is gone. So that's it. So, see, it's soaking back into the ground, and the grass is coming back in patches here. So that's the mod. If I remember, I'll put a link to it in the description of the video here. I hope you enjoyed. I will be doing the After Dark series probably pretty soon here once that comes out and we get that going. Yeah, this is what remains of the city after the Great Flood of 2047, 2048 now. Almost 2049, wow. So, thank you for watching this series. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll do a new one here with all the new stuff coming up. And that's about it. So once again, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. And I really hope I see you next time.